Talonflames here with a Hive draft recap. I don't typically record stuff, but I decided I'd start recording stuff for the Hive this season. We're gonna see how it goes, and yeah, I have probably my favorite team out of all the Hive teams. Well, or at least out of all my Hive teams. I've been here for 3 seasons, and this is technically season 2 of the Hive, but season 4, I think, of like the league in general, maybe 5. And it's ran by Azar. Shout out to him for letting me be a part of this cool group of people. And shout out to him for all the hard work him and the other mods do with the doc. It takes a lot of work. And we don't update docs, so somebody gotta do it. You know how it is. But we're not here to talk about all that. We're here to talk about this draft. I got a Flames team as usual. And the first mod I'm gonna go over is Psycheo, my guard jump. And I got this round 1, pick 1, because like Garchomp is a mon that is just so like its typing is so good. Like it gets rid of 2 major types. People need ground and dragon because like I think ground's like a top 3 most important type because without that electric types can run through you. And while a lot of electric types get HPAs, I can run Yachi or maybe AV or Scarf or something. So no matter what, they can't bull switch spam. So this is great. It's in a great speed too at 102. It's outspeeding most base hundreds, and I think Adamant outspeeds like base 83 or something. I forget, like 85 maybe. Yeah, so gets 303 base speed, which is really good. Like Adamant, it can outspeed. Like if somebody has bad speed tuning, then like their next fastest mon's like a Mammo sign or something, it'll outspeed it. And yeah, it looks like it'll outspeed base like probably actually like 85 or something. I'm not really sure. Should do my research, but and yeah, Garchomp gets a variety of moves. It gets really good coverage, and this is one of my Z move users, and I also have it as a special Z move user because it learns Sandstorm and Rain Dance, so hit him up with that, or maybe even Z Stealth Rocks or Toxic. I'll do my research, try and bring some very interesting sets. It gets coverage to hit like every type, and yeah, Z moves help this out a lot, even though I probably won't run them that often. When I do, it'll help turn the game in my favor, I hope, because after a Swords Dance, it can sweep teams. And yeah, that's pretty much all about Garchomp. Probably one of my top 5 favorite mons in League format, which is why I got it. I thought about Zygarde and Kyurem Black, but decided this was better. So that's why I got Garchomp, and I hope it does well. Actually, I know it will be because I'm using it, and I know I can do good with this mon. Every time I've had it in a league, I've won. So, well, not tournament, but just 12-mon league, I guess. Actually, I think we have 11. Next, we have Milotic, my Serpentine. And Milotic is one of my favorite mons. I've become known for it. I've become known naming it Qatar, of course. And I love this mon a lot because it's bulky water. Every team needs one. And I think, this is personally my favorite water type in the game. I will take this over any water type any day of the week. It is just so good with Marvel skill. I can switch it into Scalds and get burnt on, hopefully get burnt. I mean, we're not lucky; we only get our physical attackers burnt. But if we're feeling sort of frisky, we might get burned by an opposing Vaporeon Scald or something. Or we can run Flame Orb with its ability and competitive for those teams. Those people who like to spam intimidate users. I don't think anyone did that this time, but if they did, we could run that. Yeah. It has a pretty good base speed, so I can speed creep some slower things, or I could run offensive, even though I don't typically do that. But yeah, and my Milotic has really good bulk. Its defense stats low, but if I run enough EVs in it, it'll be good. And its HP is pretty good. 95 is a lot of HP. And yeah, and I can typically run some speed, outspeed stuff like Scizor, run max HP almost every match because gotta eat up them hits, and then run either Bold or Calm Nature typically, or maybe even Modest if we want to do some extra damage. It gets a very good move pool. Dragon Tail for setup, or Haze, either or. Each one can present setup. Magic Coat, that's a fun move. Scald is the best move in the game. Ice Beam for things 4 times weak to it, or maybe if I just really want to hit a grass. Hydro Pump, even though I'm not going to really be running that. Coil, I could think of some stuff with that. Sleep Talk, you know, somebody brings us Miracle, we sleep talk and then like hit him with the Scald. We get the burn and crit and go through the sash. I don't know. All sorts of random situations that could happen. Aqua Ring, that's a nice move. I haven't ran it before. Bind, oh, that could be useful, even though Whirlpool's probably better. Other moves I've ran before, Hypnosis, I ran that before. Mimic, that's a fun move for like things that can hit you hard with their stab and like you mimic them and then hit them. It's pretty cool. Icy Wind if you want to slow things down. Mirror Coat, the Talonflames special. Nobody in the world has thought of mirror coating on an electric type but me. How do I do it? I am just so good. So good. I mean, you know, mirror coating the electric type is 100% not predictable. Like, nobody has ever thought of this idea in their life. Like, Road and Wash comes in, they're like, I'm gonna Thunderbolt. And they're probably gonna crit too because they're lucky, but we eat it up, and then we mirror coat. And, we're gonna be so original and have a Rockenberry. Nobody has ever thought of that before. I am certain. Rockenberry? Nobody uses berries. I'm gonna be the first. That's why they call me the Talonflames. Psych Up, that's a fun move. Rain Dance, that's interesting. We play a sand team, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty much its move pool. Pretty good. My low deck, I love this mon like so much, and I like drafting it. This is the pick that made people say I always draft the same stuff, but I draft what I like using. So if they don't like it, then they can deal with it because I'll beat them with it anyway. I really don't care. So yeah, that's my low deck. One of my favorite mons in League format. And next I got Sylveon. You know, this mon, Pixelate, of course, because if you ever catch me running Sleep Q-Tom on Sylveon, like, ban me from Hive, like, replace me with a Bronson alt if you have to, but I'm not worthy. Sylveon has a really cool move pool. Like, it gets more moves than you think. It's, like, its coverage isn't great, like, for attacking, but it gets some other, like, very good, support moves, because this is a support mon for my team. It gets Baton Pass, which is good if I want it to be a pivot some weeks, if I want to run Rish and then beat Baton Pass. Calm Mind Pass is interesting, or just Calm Mind itself. Dazzling Name, never going to run that. If you see me running that, then I'm bad. Hyper Voice, that's lit. The best move with Pixelate. I could also run Hyper Beam if I'm feeling spicy and just really want to get rid of something on a spec set, or maybe Z Hyper Beam. You never. Oh wait, this isn't a Z user, so. But if it was, that could be a thing. Light Screen, that's fun. Magic Coat, interesting. Typically don't run that on this, but I could. Psyshock, to hit, I don't know, maybe knee Lego or something. Reflect, yes, because this thing has a lot of special bulk, so if I run Reflect with it, then like this 166, like if I put some investment into it, I can like make it 200, and then its defense will be 400, pretty much. Well, technically not, but you know what I'm saying, you know, Reflect's a good move. It also helps out the rest of the team, because that's Sylveon's job, to help the team, keep it healthy. Quick Attack, if I feel them really flames. Shadow Ball for Ghost types. Baby Doll Eyes, that's an interesting move. I've seen people run that. Attract, not something I do. I don't like relying on RNGs, even though sometimes you need to help you. Did I miss Toxic? Yeah, here's Toxic, that's useful. Charm, Celebrate, no, of course, it's Curse. I wonder if I could pull that off. If I pull off Curse Sylveon on somebody, like, that'll be the set of the season. Fairy Wind. Yeah, and that's pretty much all the moves Sylveon lands. Misty Terrain, if I get swept by a dragon. Rain Dance, that's always an interesting move. Refresh. Stored Power for a Calm Mindset or Synchro Noise. Well, I don't think Synchro Noise really helps with anything, but you never know. Is it like a fairy poison type? I don't think so. Or maybe a fairy... What other type would that help with? Fairy... what the psychic? Fairy fighting... I don't think that exists either. Fairy... God. When we actually don't know our type chart, Psychic hits fighting, poison, and should hit something else. I mean, they wouldn't have it only hit 2 types super effective. Oh my god, let me click on types. I really gotta see this. God, y'all probably think I'm an idiot, but I am, so. Oh, I guess it does only hit 2 types. Well, that's less than I thought. Got Psychic, not a great offensive type. Well, for I guess it really doesn't hit anything, so that we're not running that probably. And trump card, I guess, if we're feeling really heat, and work up Yawn. Yawn's actually a very interesting move. I've seen like a lot of people have gotten bodied on it, like trying to like thinking this is setup fodder, but then it like isn't because of Yawn, and it really helps with the rest of the team. Like they're either forced to switch or just go to sleep, and you know it can help pull doubles and stuff. And next is one of my favorite megas in League format this gen. I didn't use it much last gen, but Alakazam Houdini. This is a really good mod with really great coverage and just moves in general. I like this because it can pretty much shut down anything people want to do. Like, with Trace, it can get like a beast boost, it can trace someone's weather ability, it can do all sorts of stuff to just make shit happen. You know what I mean? And, like, look at these moves. It gets Calm Mind, that's really good for setup. Dazzling Gleam, Disable, that can be very useful. Encore. Encore's one of the most useful moves on this for like walls. Energy Ball, Focus Blast. Gets all sorts of insane coverage. Grass Knot. Light, well no, not really. Magic Code if I really want to predict a rocker, even though I probably taunt it so rocks don't get up, but if I'm feeling spicy. Psychic, its main move was Psyshock, depending. Maybe if they have a tentacle, I'll Psyshock. Recover, that's very useful. Reflect, Seismic Toss, Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball can be very useful for ghost types that I can't hit. I mean, I can hit him with Psychic, but if I want to hit him more, like Ghost Steel types maybe. And Shadow Ball is a really good move to help me deal with them. Oh, and Psychic types I can't hit. So, yes, that's great. And there's also T-Wave if I'm predicting a switch and don't want to like pull a double and I just want to like make sure that switch gets paralyzed. Try Attack if I trace someone's ability maybe, like Nada said. I think Nada told me to bring like Try Attack for I forgot what, but I should have. It would have been lit. Like I think it was to trace something's Pixelate or something and then Try Attack a Weavile. That would have been the most flame. Oh yeah, it would have been versus the key. Like would have been fire. But we went about it. I'm probably not gonna be running barrier, but I might. And there's also counter. Not gonna run that probably, but you know, you never know. Future Sight. If I'm like behind a sub, Future Sight can be a really useful move, and pretty much like I can run Modest a lot of weeks, and its attack stat is insane when Modest, like 493. Like that's more than most mods, even if they have a band or specs or life orb or something. That's pretty high. Like pretty much not like some teams this can just run through. And like some weeks it has like iffy matchup because of things like Pursuit Trappers, but like other weeks it can just run straight through teams. And that really makes me happy. That's why I drafted it. Like even Modest, like it gets to almost 400 speed. Like that's outspeeding like a lot of stuff. Like look at Crobat. Like I think Crobat's still a bit faster. No, it isn't. It outspeeds Space 130. It like I don't think it outspeeds Mega Magnetic with Modest, but like it can outspeed Base 130. That is insane. Like I can run Modest Alakazam and outspeed pretty much anything. Like I mean, if I can still run a Speed Nature if I want to outspeed Scarfers, which is also useful because like most Scarfers under base 83, 84, like even if they run a Speed Nature can't outspeed it if I want to do that. So like this thing makes my team so much faster and it helps so much. Like people are forced to run Scarf on one of their faster mods if they want to outspeed it, or they have to run something like pretty bulky to deal with this. And Alakazam can just put in so much work. Sorry for randomly clicking around. I'm just looking at all the stuff it can do. Trick Room Alakazam if I want to be the most flames of players. Wonder Room. I don't know. I really hope to like bring some interesting sets with Alakazam this week. Well, this season, because you know, as fun as winning is, if I can get some memorable sets, that will make my season, because, you know, it's really enjoyable. Like, you know, this game can get repetitive, and bringing flame sets keeps things, you know, shooken up. Helps a lot. And the next mon I have on my team is Crobat, something I had last season for a little bit, but it didn't fit my team composition, so I got rid of it. Because my team last season was really not good. Well, not as good. Like, somebody ranked it #1 on preseason power rankings, but I don't think it should have been there. Like, it had decent speed tiers, but its hazard removal was horrible. And, I mean, I still won with it, but, like, I had a lot of interesting matchups, to say the least, and I had to, like, outplan / prep a lot of people to win and bring some crazy stuff. Like, I don't want to be put in a position to where I, like, have to bring something insane to win, so I tried to draft a bit better this season, but this is one of my few hazard removers, which is cool. This is pretty reliable. And as I showed earlier, it gets a pretty high speed, almost 400, which is great. It can outspeed most things in the game. And if I really want to, I can run a Scarf to outspeed people Scarfers. It hits relatively, 90 isn't great. Like, 98 base attack isn't great, but Brave Bird's a powerful move, and, like, Talonflame in Gen 6, its attack stat isn't that high, but Brave Bird 120 base power really, like, helps make up for that. And special attack isn't too shabby either. If I really want to, like, I don't know, run special. Nasty Pot's a thing. I've seen it before. Like, I want to watch whatever NPL person used this before and just see how they use it and see if I can use it the same, because I've seen people, like, hear about people running very interesting sets on this. And I feel like if I use it well, this can be a mon that really helps out my team. It has pretty decent coverage, even though most of the time I'll be running Stab, because that's what most people do. Brave Bird, Defog, Giga Drain for 4 times weaknesses, Haze, Leech Life, that's interesting, Nasty Pot, Pursuit, Quick Attack if I really, I don't know if that would ever hit, but if I want fill in it, Roost, Sledge Bomb, Shadow Ball, Super Fang, very useful move. Super Fang can pretty much just, like, make anything that walls me take half on switch in if I'm predicting a switch. Taunt, very useful move. U-turn, one of my favorite moves. And it gets initiative because this team I have 1 thing with U-turn, 2 things with U-turn, and I think I have 1 more in the back. Yes, I have 3 U-turners, so I have a nice Volt Turn core. Most of my Volt Turners are, like, in the middle tiers on my draft, but I should be bringing some of them to a lot of matches, so if I can hit somebody up with that combo, it'll be nice. It also learns Hypnosis, fast Hypnosis, you know, if you really want to piss people off. Inner Focus is nice, because I don't like getting flinched. Infiltrate is also nice. Like, Inner Focus can be, like, clutch for, like, Fake Out, if people want to run that. You know, I don't think anyone's dumb enough to do that in Hive, because Hive, like, has some really good players. I like really good players. I am happy to play against them all. So yeah, I don't expect anyone to be faking out my Crobat. Like, that's just not a thing. But if they do, then they made a mistake. Infiltrator, very useful for. Oh, I didn't even know it hit through screens. That's interesting. So yeah, if they have Aurora Veil or Safeguard or Mist or Reflect and Life Screen, Infiltrator can shut that down. Like, so that's really nice. So, oh yeah, Whirlwind is nice, like, tech I can run for setup. And this mod has a lot of options. Like, a lot of weeks I can run Adamant to make my attack stat higher. I can run Banded, Scarf, all sorts of items. I can even run, instead of lefties, I can run Black Sludge. I never understood why people ran Black Sludge over lefties when they both do practically the same thing. Like, actually exactly the same thing. I guess Black Sludge looks cooler, and if I get tricked for whatever insane reason, then there's that. I mean, pretty much the same thing as lefties, but, you know, Life Orb, that's a set. You know, Life Orb with Vapor Recall isn't great. You know, Flying Gem, well, that's not a thing. Whatever the flying item's called, Sharp Beak. Yeah, I used to run that in Talonflame all the time. Gen 6. I feel like this could almost replace what Talonflame did. So, yeah, that's Crobat. I hope it does well this season. And, yeah, gonna give it to you that its name from all those Steve videos where he spammed that song, even though it was cool. It's gonna give it to you. Okay, and next is the People's Champ. Everyone knows and love him, Halucha. Not gonna lie, I mostly got this because I saw Ash have it in the anime, and I want at least one of his moms, because Ash, you know, Ash is that dude. He's that dude. He loses every time, but it doesn't matter because he doesn't quit. Ever. You know, I can respect that. I can respect that. There's no quit in Ash Ketchum. And, yeah. And, you know, Halucha has so many options because it can be Limber. Like, all of its abilities are actually relatively useful. Limber for, like, the prankster users, I guess. Unburden for, you know, everyone knows Unburden. Halucha does it. Mold Breaker. Like, this mon can do it all. Its attack stat isn't that high, only 92, but I can make up for that because, oh, wait. 31. Yeah, why does it automatically have, like, no EVs there? Makes no sense. Huh. Like, everything automatically has no EVs there. That's really weird. I guess things aren't used to having. I guess it's for like it automatically does that for foul play. So if I ever click suggest a spread, like, I guess it'll take it away. But I need to remember to switch that. I like that really concerns me because how many of my matches have I like? God, I'm going to look back at a whole team for a second. How many of my matches have I randomly just? No, I guess I just always remember to click. Oh, well, that's interesting. Sorry for going off on a tangent. It's just really interesting. Like. I don't know, stuff like that really fucks me up because, you know, it'll automatically just have 0 there, which is concerning. Why is this mass HP is suggested spread? Interesting. This thing, I thought about making it my Z move user, but decided against it because I realized Z moves didn't work with Unburden. So yeah. Even though it could be a decent Z move user, but I decided against it. Halucha is really fast. I joked that I needed it for speed. I mean, I wanted my team to be relatively fast, so it forced people to prep differently. And I'm not trying to get outspeed by Strip, so yeah. Halucha, and it can run like a lot. Like it can literally run almost any of these items. It can run Band. It can run probably not Scarf, but it could. It can run Flying Gem. It can run Focus Sash, Leftovers, Life Orb even. Well, yes, like Sash for like I don't know somebody who I know is gonna Oko me because. Power Herb, everyone knows that set. Lumberry. Rocky Helmet. Not really an item unless I run Bulk Up. That could be an interesting tech. Citrus Berry, everyone runs that. And let me look at some of these lesser known items it could run, because there are a few of them I think it could. Custap Berry. Oh yeah, the seeds for any team that has a tapu of any sort. Electric Seed can pretty much shut that down. Yeah, Halucha is a very versatile mon. People throw that word a lot in League, versatility. But, like, versatility can be very helpful. Acrobatics is a nice move, especially if there's Unburden ability. Baton Pass is interesting. Bulk Up, Brick Break, even though Drain Punch, very efficient move. Fire Punch, don't think it learns Ice Punch, but Poison Jab, Iron Head. Stone Edge, you know, if you actually want to hit a move, Black Slide, if you, yeah, you know, it gets lots of interesting coverage. U-Turn for that initiative, Thunder Punch for the water or Skarmory or something. Sword Stance, very useful move. Tailwind, Substitute, the move everyone jokes I throw in every mon, but you know, Dual Chop. Like, this has a lot of interesting moves. If I can like find a way to stick Flying Press on a team, I'll be so proud of myself. Like I don't think it benefits anything in any way ever, but if I don't know, like somebody has their Scrafty and he just gets absolutely bodied. I don't care that I Oko if I don't kick. We gotta hit him up with that Flying Press, you know. I haven't even seen the animation for that this gen because I haven't used it so long. Like story, like I used to run Bandit Halucha a lot in OU when I was newer, and I ran Flying Press and people were so confused, and I was like, well. Has in the anime, you know, gotta run it. So yeah, Focus Punch. If I'm feeling real and I just want to Focus Punch on something on the switch in. Sky Drop. That's never used. So yeah, Halucha is a pretty cool mon. I think I can use it very efficiently. I've used it before in the past, even though most people haven't seen me use it because I don't typically get it in League. I usually use it in Monotype or OU or something. And Halucha, pretty much, is going to be probably one of my setup sweepers, which can be very useful. So, that's what it's going to do. The people's champ, you know, people love Halucha. Who doesn't? And now on to my lower tier stuff. the next mod I got is everyone knows and everyone loves Leduc. Oh yes, this is one of the mods I seem to get quite often. Leduc. You know, people say I always get the same thing, but it's like this thing is so useful. I know, like, the thing with this is I normally accidentally like get it with Golbat, and that's a problem because like when you get it with Golbat, it's like pretty much like if somebody has knockoff, they'll just spam knockoff. Like they'll have it on like 3 different mons, and it'll just screw me up completely. So that's why I didn't get Golbat this season. Like this is the literal reason I decided not to against Golbat. I think I sniped iPro with this, or Jake or somebody. Sorry about that, but I really like this mod. Trace, Download, and Analytic are all useful. You know, typically these things run Analytic when they don't need the other two, but Download can be nice for an offensive set, or Trace for if like copying ability could be useful, like Volt Absorb or some Absorption, Water Absorb, or maybe something else useful. This gets a lot of great coverage. It gets Bolt Beam. Well, not particularly these two, because it would typically be Thunderbolt and Ice Beam, but yeah, Ice and Electric coverage is really nice. Like, some weeks it doesn't even need to run Stab. Foul Play. I can run, like, fully special with Foul Play and still get off damage on physical attack, like, things that try to set up in my face. Magic Coat, that can be useful for things that try to poison me. Pain Split. You never know. You never know with Pain Split. You know, like, I've never seen it run, but I could be the first. I do like to run interesting sets. Protect for high jump kick, I guess. Recover, they all have that. Return if I'm feeling spicy and just want a physical P2. I mean, yeah, P2. Shadow Ball, Signal Beam. T-Wave, it was the best move in the game, Gen 6. I mean, this gen is not as good, but it's still really, like, Parahats is always a thing. You know, if I just really need to slow something down or just really need something to not be able to heal every turn, I can just paralyze it, nerf it. Toxic, that's nice. You know, poisoning things. Trick, I'm not going to typically run that unless, well, no. Zen Headbutt. I don't even know. Physical P2, maybe it's the new meta, you never know. Charge Beam, that's always a nice move. You know, 70% chance, I swear I never get that. Like, I promise that, like, the chance of it going up is, like, 40. And, you know, but, you know, that it is what it is, you know. We ain't gonna complain if we don't get a Charge Beam special attack boost, because, yeah, relying on that means chance of winning not that great anyway. Conversions, these are interesting moves. Not gonna run Z Conversion on Atson again. This isn't a Z move user anyway. Endure, yeah. Dream Eater, I don't know. I can't put things to sleep, but that could be interesting. Icy Wind, Hyper Beam if I'm feeling really, like, just really want to bring heat. Magnet Rise, yeah. Lock on Zap Cannon could be a thing, you never know. Mimic, interesting move. Psych Up, very useful for some matchups. Rain Dance. God, I said Rain Dance and, like, the other moves for everything, but I don't know. It will be cool if I can tech a random weather move on something and it, like, work out. Like, maybe Sunny Day Solar Beam or Rain Dance Thunder. That would be really cool. Yeah, because, again, this season I'm trying to, like, bring interesting sets. I don't want people to be bored playing me, you know, because, like, I try to be, like, above average, so that way people want to be excited to play me, because I like the hype before matches. But, like, if I can bring interesting stuff, even if I'm not doing the best, it'll still, like, people will still be sort of wanting to play me to see what I'll bring, because I don't want to be the guy who brings standard stuff every week. I mean, some weeks I have to, because this is a competitive league and I'm trying, but I don't know. I really do enjoy bringing, like, interesting stuff, and this really helps me out with that, which is why I drafted a lot. It's really cool. Leduc, well, fuck your team up. Oh, yeah. In before flag, because I guess probably not. Yeah, and it has very good stats, you know. 105, like, I don't even need to an attack. I could just run Modest if I want to hit something. Like, its defenses are great with Eviolite. Like, with Eviolite, its defenses, like, great. 85 HP is pretty decent. Not gonna lie. 60 speed, if I want to speak, not the greatest, but if I want to run an agility set, that could be interesting, to say the least. I think I've ran it before. Oh, I almost forgot to mention Trick Room. Yeah, I could run Trick Room on P2, even though I have, like, I think I have the fastest team in the league. So, I'm not even sure how that'll be a thing, but that'll be interesting. Then there's Snake Me Up, my next mon, Electros. And this is one of, like, I like this mon because it's an electric type, which I need it, and it has Switch Initiative. And it has a really good move pool, like, better than you expect. Its stats aren't the greatest. Like, its attack stats are actually better than its defensive stats, but it's, like, so slow, it's hard to make use of it, so... This thing could be an AV user a lot of weeks, or an, like, Resto Chesto, Lefties. A lot of interesting things it can do. Rocky Helmet, even. Levitate's a cool ability because it gives me another ground immunity, because my team has 3 total. And... like, that's a pretty good amount, so nothing with ground spam can beat me. Like, I guess Mold Breaker on something can, but, you know, not, like, anything. Well, like, a Landers can't just come in and, like, I'm clicking a ground move. Which is why I have so many ground immunities on my team. Like, that's a thing I like to prioritize in drafting, even though sometimes I fail at it because of snipes or because of my own, like, negligence, but... this one's Acid Spray. Pretty useful move for walls, acrobatics, Aqua Tail, like, so many, like, there's so much coverage. Like, I bet you there's coverage to hit every type super effective in the game. Dragon Claw, Dragon Pulse, Dragon Tail. Dragon Tail's a really useful move. People sleep on it. Coil, like, a Coil set could be interesting. Coil, Drain Punch, I've seen that before. Like, this is one of those mons I haven't used before, so I'm probably gonna, like, see who has it and, like, who's really good with it in, like, NPL or something, and see if I can watch them and see how they use it so I can use it more efficiently. Because, you know, I mean, I think I'm pretty good at using stuff, but I want to be better at it. So, you know, there's always room to improve. Like, there's probably people who are a lot better than me at using stuff. Flamethrower, Fire Punch, both useful moves. Flash Cannon. Grass coverage is always nice. Yeah, Super Fang, one of my favorite moves. You know, like Super Fang, Roar. Like, this gets a lot of initiative and niche moves that could really, like, help me out. Thunder Wave, Toxic, Thunder Punch. Like, he can run physical or special. He can run Home Claws, Thunder. I've seen that set. Bolt Switch. Always, like, I can run Bolt Switch and U-Turn and get all of the initiative, you see? Because every turn I can click an initiative move. Like, we don't ever have to stay in. We just click Volt Switch and U-Turn. Those are the only 2 moves we need out here. I guess I'm more excited the most about that, but I love mons that learn both these moves. Like Thundy, this, like, 2 very useful moves. Zapdos, like, a lot of electric types learn both of these. These are very useful moves. Charge Beam, probably not going to run that on this. Focus Punch if I'm really feeling flames. If I can, like, hit a Blissey with that, that would be hype. Flash, probably not going to run that. I don't like Flash, accuracy dropping move, not about that. Iron Tail could be useful for 4 times, or maybe even a fairy. Even though I have Flash Cannon, which hits 100% of the time, but 100 base power, man. I mean, 75% of the time I'm doing more damage. So, I mean, gotta guess if it's worth the wait. Magnet Rise. Magnet Rise for, like, the one person who has, like the Mold Breaker Sock or Excadrill, or, like, that's funny. If I win Magnet Rise on a Levitate mon, I would be a legend. Zap Cannon. Yeah, this has a lot of interesting moves. Sorry if I'm, like, going through everything's moveset. I just, like, you know, I like just talking about some of the cool stuff everything can do. I'm not sure, like, a lot of people just do brief things, but I guess I just felt like going into depth because I was in a talking mood today, I guess. And my next mon is Kartana. And Kartana is, like, I got this for another Hazard Mover because having one Hazard Mover, like, I don't want to have the same problem as last season where I was forced to bring Hazard Mover on, like, my one thing. So I have this too. I'm sort of disappointed I don't have a spinner, but I don't typically get spinners because I just don't like any of them. But this is cool. Like, this move pool isn't great, but it does get, like, interesting things like Defog, Brick Break, I guess, if I want to hit something. Sacred Sword's better. Leaf Blade, high crit chance. Night Slash, high crit chance. The Hats Machine, high crit moves. That's why I call it Paper Cut. It's going to crit you to death. Sacred Sword. Could be useful for something setting up, like a Snorlax, maybe. They try to curse up on me, and I just Sacred Sword them. Swords Dance. This is also one of my Z move users, even though it's just plain Z moves. Because Z moves on this, like, it's already a powerful thing, so with Z moves, it can really change the game. if I really want to do that. And Beast Boost is a really good ability. Like, don't want to mess around with this. Like, I can sweep late game with this easily if I have Beast Boost, because that's what these things do. Ultra Beasts are so cool in that way. Synthesis if I want to heal. Psycho Cut, I said that already. Sub, one of my favorite moves. Everyone says I run it. At Scissor, interesting for psychic types. Aerial Lays, Air Cutter, like a lot of cool moves I can run. Laser Focus, oh god. Well, who needs high crit chance when I can laser focus? Oh, Smart Strike, it's still move. That's probably the worst thing about it. Like, if I had base 80 something, like Meteor Mash, well, then it would be, like, a lot better. Vacuum Wave for those Weaviles, you never know. You never know. On this self-explanatory, plug and play, like, this is one of those ones. It's hard to variate with this, but, I can try. There's a lot of cool stuff. Like, there's a lot of items I can run on this, like Scarf, Band, Not Specs, Focus Sash, Lefties, Life Orb, well, not Lefties, but Life Orb, Lum, Rocky Helmet, Citrus, like, so much cool sets I can run on this. Like, yeah, this is a pretty straightforward mon, so, people, you know what to expect, but the question isn't if you expect it, the question is, can you beat it, even though its typing is so shit, like, still, Grass, not great typing at all. I mean, like, offensively and defensively, it's not the greatest. Like, Steel's a nice defensive, but with Grass, it, like, sort of fucks it over in some regards. But, I mean, it's not the worst. And 109 speed, like, I got this so there wasn't a huge speed gap between Crobat and Hawlucha and the next fastest mon. Like, I tried to keep my speed gaps pretty decent. I think I did a good job with speed during on this team. And my next mon is Gray. The Glaceon always looks like a female. I don't know why. I've always just thought it looked female-like, I guess. Feminists kill me. But, yeah, Snowcloak, I don't... Well, Ice Body and Hail, that's interesting. Snowcloak, I don't know, people don't run Hail teams. I'll probably just run Ice Body anyway. You never know. This doesn't have a great move pool, and I just got this. It's a low-tier mon, but, you never know. Like, if Sylveon had a bad matchup, I could possibly bring this. It learns Blizzard, Ice Beam, Baton Pass, like... I think it doesn't learn Calm Mind. It learns Ice Shard, Quick Attack, Reflect. Reflect is a good move on this. It has higher defense than you think. Like, its defensive typing isn't great, but like its high defense stat can probably eat a super effective hit, like even stab, and do something back. It can Yawn, Wish, Toxic Roar, Reflect, Signal Beam and Shadow Ball. Like, it's literally its only coverage moves. Oh, and does it learn a water move? I think it learns, like, Water Pulse. No. It literally... Let me scroll down. Water Pulse? Yeah, I guess Water Pulse. I guess I could run Hidden Power on this. 130 base attack is nice, but, like, its moves don't hit that hard, but that's not this thing's role on the team. Probably won't bring it often, but if I do, it'll be interesting. Baby Doll Eyes, Barrier, like, there's some cool stuff I can run on this. Maybe even a Curse set. So, Synchro Noise is actually more useful on this than, like, the other on Sylveon, because I think Ice shares types with some things that could get hurt by it. So, and my last mod I have on this team is Plank, because, in Ed and Eddie, Plank always came through, because Plank was the realest G in that show. Like, you don't mess with Plank, because Plank was just that guy. He was the best character in Ed and Eddie by far, and don't you forget it. Like, there are no other characters even almost as good as Plank. But enough about Ed, and Eddie, because half you probably didn't watch it. Unless you're, like, in my generation, because then you probably did. Sturdy, Rockhead, does this learn Head Smash? If it does, Rockhead's a nice ability. If it doesn't... Oh, it learns Head Smash! Oh, yeah. Okay, not even gonna flex, not gonna lie. The only reason I got this is because I saw a Blunder video and it was in it. Exposed. But... it gets really good coverage, you never know, I could run a Bandit set, Scarf even. No, we're not putting Scarf. I don't know, maybe Trick Room P2 with this. Like, I don't know, maybe if I cleanse Flares, I can run some Flames with this at the end of the season. Call my Sudowoodo! 65. No, that's horrible. What am I even going to say? Not even going to say that's decent. It's also a rock type, it's a rocker. I think I only have 2 rockers. Does this one rocks? I don't think it does, no. Yeah, so I only have 2 rockers, this is one of them, so pretty much I only have 1 rocker, unless I bring this to a match. Explosion, You know, always a fun move. You know, that bandit explosion, like, you know, 300 something attack. Hit him up with it, and it drops. You know, and needs 0 EVs. Just so annoying. And you know, Sudowoodo, not much to say on this. Just Sudowoodo, you know, blank. And that's my team. And let me go through. Well, I think this has been a pretty. This is a pretty good team, like better than most teams I draft. Because typically I have like huge either type coverage holes or just holes in general. I don't think the only major type I'm missing is fire. So that's something ironic because I'm legit on flames. But like every other major type I need, I have. And fire, you know, I don't think it's that important. It's pretty important, but you know, I can live without it. I mean, if I get swept by that sizzle, then I guess I won't be saying that. But I haven't yet, so you never know. And I'm gonna go through some of my schedule. Oh, I almost forgot. Glaceon was also a Z move user for whatever reason. I just decided like I had 20 points left. I stuck it on Glaceon. And now, yeah, going through my schedule. Week 1, I play versus the Detroit Flames. Like, I'm all the way to week 8. Week 1, I play against Mid-Atlantic United, iPro. He's a pretty, like, I hear he's a really good player. I don't see him play often, but, like, I mean, when I do see him play, he wins matches pretty often. He's, like, a pretty good player, I heard. And, you know, I hope to beat him. Like, we've only played, like, once, and it wasn't, like, really in a league. It was in a speed tour. Like, so... And he had some cancer stall team. He probably drafted cancer again. I don't know. But iPro, like, I'm really excited to play him since I haven't really played him, like, before many times. Like, I'm playing a lot of people a lot of times, but especially him. So I'm really curious to see how he preps. And I think that'll be a competitive match. Week 2, I am playing the West Coast Weaviles. That's Liam. I played Liam before. I think he beat me in like NBA semis a long time ago. Like Liam's a good player. Like I played him in OU. He's good at that too. Like don't sleep on Liam. He came from a lower league, and I think he's gonna put the Hive on blast. Week 3, I'm playing my boy Jake. You know, Jake. The match of the century is Fight Night. This is even more hype than McGregor versus Mayweather, which Mayweather is probably dodging punches like a bitch anyway. But we don't dodge. But you know. Yeah, I'm playing Jake. I mean, like, not gonna lie, this is the match, like, one of the matches I always get very excited for. Like, this is probably, like, one of, like, if I could pick, like, 2 or 3 matches I'm the most excited for, this is one of them, because Jake, like, I mean, people, like, flame him a lot, but he's a good player. Like, we saw that in CPC. We see that in, like, other things he does. Like, he's pretty good, you know. Even though, you know, with Jake, every matchup is a bad matchup, so I probably have the matchup. You know how it is. Week 4, I play the Staraptors. Is that Dylan? I'm pretty sure that's Dylan. I'm gonna make sure. I think he was replacing like the Staraptors. Oh no, that's Genius. My bad. Genius. I don't know much about him since he's one of the newer people who came into the Hive. But Dylan is like I mean not Dylan. Genius. I'm sorry. I don't know much about Genius because he's one of the newer people to the Hive, but like he's a cool dude in chat. He's nice to talk to, so it'll be interesting to see how he does. I heard he's pretty good. Week 5 is versus the Weezings. Is that Daniel? Oh, Daniel. Last season I played Daniel. He tossed me on my throat. Like it was bad. I was like so pissed off after that match. But Daniel's like a really cool dude. Like he's one of my best friends in the league. He didn't have the greatest season last season, but I think like this season he has a chance of doing well. You know, Daniel, like, people sleep on him, but I think he has, like, the potential to do well, just like everyone in Hive, because, you know, this season's so stacked, like, literally anyone can do well. I mean, that's the generic thing you hear from everybody, but I think it's true. So, yeah. I'm really excited for that match. Week 6, I play Leinster Latius, that's Ian. Ian, like, I heard he was really good in Gen 6. He dropped off in Gen 7 a bit, from what I heard, but, like, Ian's a good player. Like even if you like have an off season, like your skill doesn't just disappear. That's not how it works. We've all had off seasons. Like so, I think he's gonna come back this season great, and I need to be ready for him, and I'm going to be because yeah, I want to do great this season. So I'm gonna have to beat better players, and I think I played Ian last season to beat him, but like you know he might have been on tilt, so hope this season we have a great match. Week 7, I play against the Montreal Giga Impacts. Who's that? Montreal Giga Impacts. Just gonna go through this. Should have checked before. Giga Impacts is Dylan. Okay, yeah, I knew Dylan was on my schedule. Dylan, he's a cool dude. I don't see him battle much because I don't pay it. Well, I don't. Like, I didn't watch that many D League battles last season, but he did good, pretty good. The matches I saw, man, good player. Don't know much about his battling style. And I hope he does well, but you know he's still gonna have to catch this out. That's just how it is, you know. Anyone who plays with Talonflames is gonna have to catch him now. Week 8, Detroit Flareon's Paladin. You know, we played twice last season. He won the first one, and I won the second one in playoffs. And he's probably gonna want to get revenge for that because like he had the best regular season record, and we had to put him in his place because we had to win that championship. And hopefully this season, hopefully we can beat him again. Like, Paladin's a good player, you know. Like, seasons before I heard he was inconsistent, but last season, like, he was really good. Like, he played well the whole season. And, like, last season his team was so good. This season he also has a pretty good team, so, like, I'm really excited to play Paladin again. You know, Paladin's a really cool dude. Week 9, I play Azar. God, this is so long. Okay, week 9 I play Azar. I beat him every time I played him, but you know, Azar's a really good player. Like he does good in creating a lot of turrets. He does good in Hive every season. Like he's so consistent, and like it's probably because he's so calm. Like he doesn't go on tilt easily. Like a lot of players, like they get hats in a match and just go on tilt. I do that sometimes, and it's like Azar just doesn't because he's really good, you know. And yeah. This could like decide. I think he's in my. Is he in my conference? No, he's not in my conference. But this could decide some playoff things. And week 10, I play Jack. He's in my division, and that's an exciting match because division matches are always exciting. And this could literally decide the division because Jack does well every season, and I think I hopefully can do better this season than I've done in the past in the regular season. And I think this matchup could decide our division. Like I don't know if I'm like 6-3 and he's 6-3, or like I don't know, maybe like we're both 7-2 or something. Like no, it'll be a cool match inside the division because I think this division is like gonna be really close. If I'm correct, I think it's me. Who is it? It's me, Ian, Jack, Liam, and I think Genius. Wait, okay, me, Ian, Jack, and Liam. Yeah. So that's my division. So yeah, I think it's gonna be really close. And that's my schedule. You know, I'm glad y'all can meet me and the Carolina Talonflames. This is longer than most things I'll like ever do. So like most people didn't watch like most of it. So like you know, if you want to skip to the end and you're listening to me right now, then yeah. You know, overall, pretty much to recap, I like this team more than any of the other teams I've had. Like both the other teams combined, I like less than this one, and I did pretty good with the other two teams. Like I got the finals both times, and even won with the last one, even though I didn't think they were the greatest. So this season, my goals are to go at least 8-2, and hopefully I can win again. But like I don't know, like a lot of people there, so I won't be like surprised if I don't. But you know, I'm in it to win it, so I hope I can like get a repeat. Shout out to anyone who watches this or like anyone in the Hive because y'all are all cool people. Like love being in chat with y'all. Y'all are great. And that's all. So see y'all later in the season.